The sound of children playing on the streets of Tripoli haunts 21-year-old Mohammed Soufiane. Just weeks ago, he attempted to flee Lebanon on a fishing vessel with his 2-year-old son. He says their boat was lost at sea for over a week. Those on board blistering in the sun, thirsty and hungry.
I took my son with me. I wasn't aiming for him to live a luxurious life, but a life in which he could ask me for a bag of potato chips and I'd be able to provide that for him. My son died of thirst. I shrouded his body and washed it with my own hands. I dropped him in the water after 3 days because I lost hope.
In the past month, a growing number of families have attempted the perilous 40-hour journey to European shores. Fleeing a country on the brink of an economic collapse, tens of thousands pushed into poverty.
There's 500,000 kids in Lebanon at the moment who don't have access to food, don't have access to electricity, don't have access to hygiene, the essentials of a livelihood.
5 years ago, that desperation forced a Syrian family to try to reach Europe from Turkey. The washed-up body of 3-year-old refugee Alan Kurdi making global headlines, another casualty of the Mediterranean crossing. Now in Lebanon, parents are willing to take the risk. Mohammed Gandour was aboard one of over 20 boats human rights groups say have left Lebanon since July. Returned to Tripoli by Cypriot authorities, he says he would rather have drowned.
We as poor people sold everything we had. I just want to leave here because I can't live here anymore. There's no future for these children here.
For Afaf Abdul Amid, she wishes her son would have stayed. On his vessel, 4 dozen passengers lost their lives. He is among those missing at sea.
These are human traffickers. They took my son to the middle of the sea and left him there with no food or water.
She waits for him at the shore every day, hoping he will return home.